Hello everyone, good morning, happy Monday, and welcome back. What a crazy day we had today in the market. We had finally a gapper over 100%, absolutely insane, and the volume was there too. I mean, I'm looking at tickers right now on our scanner that have around 400 to 500 million in dollar volume. Those are really nice numbers to be seeing around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm super stoked. Unfortunately, I was all over the place today. Pre-market, I did pretty well. Market open, I gave it all back, and then after that, I just wasn't really able to get back into my groove. I think we've all been there before. I think a big part about being a day trader is, everyone has mistakes. You make mistakes. Sometimes you have a red trade. How fast can you recover from that mentally? And today, somehow, I was not really able to mentally recover from that for whatever reason. I don't know. God only knows. Let's go to the trading screen and talk about the tickers I traded now. And here you have it. So I'm up today $210, which is actually not that bad. I think my average trade today, my average position size was like microscopic because I was not comfortable sizing up today. I was trading like $3,000 on average. I think my biggest trade was like $4,000 or $5,000. So it was like a very small trading day overall in terms of position sizing. My average is closer to $10,000 per position per trade. So today I really kicked it back a notch. I think it was a little bit because finally back in my office, a little bit maybe exhausted. First time seeing a ticker really up over 100%. A lot of these tickers are oil and gas companies that are on like multi-day runners. And I'm not super crazy about trading multi-day runners. I was also trading BBBY, which is Bed Bath & Beyond, which is a large cap. I'm not crazy about trading large caps personally. It's not really my go-to trading strategy. So I don't know. Somehow it just really wasn't getting in the flow today. So I think the fact that I wasn't trading well and the fact that I was using tiny position size, today's actually a pretty good profit day. I mean, I think I'm up like 5 to 7% based on my average position size. So actually, it's a pretty good trading day in that regard because my position size was just so small. Let's dive into these specific tickers. We got... which one should I talk about first? I think let's actually talk about BBBY first because this is the ticker that I'm green on, right? This is the ticker I'm green on, but this is actually the ticker I was trading most extensively pre-market, and I was about to stop trading after BBBY. So let's go ahead and talk about it first, and then we'll talk about, and actually this ticker, you can see it on our watch list, has the most dollar volume, which is not a big surprise. It is a large cap, but sometimes these small caps, I mean, look at HUSA, for example, HUSA, 44 million market cap, absolutely insane. And it's not that, okay, it's quite significantly behind in dollar volume on BBBY, but sometimes these small caps are trading more than Tesla intraday, and it's just absolutely insane. Or they'll be trading more than Tesla for like 30, 45 minutes, and that's when you can make some beautiful returns. So yeah, that's what I like, and today was just... it's unfortunate. I couldn't really get on my groove, and I'm a little disappointed with myself for sure. So let's start with BBBY. This ticker, I was quite surprised. I mean, this is a ticker we've day traded in the past. It's definitely a meme stock right now on Wall Street Bets. If you check out the trending news on Wall Street Bets, BBBY is up there. It's like right under the SPY. So this is what a lot of retail traders are looking at. Not a big surprise either because I think the short float on this one and the short ratio were pretty high as well. So let's see here. I mean, you guys all know Bed Bath & Beyond, but let's look at this. So 96 million shares outstanding. That's actually not too bad. That's not horrible, but it is a large cap and it's a higher price, so it's definitely on the higher end. Usually we're trading stocks that have like 10 million shares outstanding and they're small caps, so they could fly and they get halted like crazy. What else we got here? $2.5 billion company, that's really high. This ticker was really moving because it had a catalyst that another investor owned like 7% or something like that. Let's see if we can find something right here. Shares trading higher after Ryan Cohen purchased 9.8% stake in the company. And you can always see that with the SEC filings. We're not going to go through it in this video, but if you were interested, just go to sec.gov, EDGAR, and you can see all the latest insider buying. And actually, you know what, I have it up, so I might as well just talk about it anyway. This is, for example, FinViz, and if you scroll down on FinViz, you won't see the insider buying and selling because FinViz is a little bit delayed. I even have the elite version, and sometimes it's still a bit delayed. But if you go to sec.gov, and let's type in BBBY, Here you'll see it, and let's scroll down. Okay, wait for it to load first, and let's scroll down. View filings, you gotta go here. General statement of ownership, let's go SC 13D. It was Cohen, right? Cohen, let's just see. Yeah, Ryan Cohen. Okay, so this is a voting power percent, 9.8%. So you can see these new buying and selling going in here. Let's see what else we can find. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Sorry about that. Scroll all the way down. Date, March 7th. Okay, that was today, this morning. Common stock, and you can see all the things specifically that he was purchasing. Yeah, but in a nutshell, if you go to the Edgar and you see, anytime you see one of these 13Ds, let me just show you guys right here what to file. So if you see a 13D, basically anyone that owns more than 5% of a company and basically makes them an insider, you need to file this 13D and everyone can see that. Also, let me just go here, scroll back up on FinViz. Now this isn't updated a lot. I think this is updated like every 2 weeks, depending if you're on NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. It's a little bit different for each one. But you can see the short float here is at 25.5%. That's really, really high. Anything over 10% is already getting high. Closer to 30 is very high. And then a short ratio, that's basically how many days based on average volume it would take all the shorts to cover. So 3.71 is a lot. And I think really what's going on here is a giant short squeeze more than anything. And I wouldn't be surprised if this ticker kind of sold off like last time it popped up. I'm not super bullish on Bed Bath & Beyond at all, but it was really nice intraday to watch this thing crawl up, and I think that's really the story behind this ticker right now, is just a big giant short squeeze, and you could really sell it. It has been, or you can really see it has been selling off ever since. And wow, you know what, I had an alert here for right under 25, and that would have been great. I can't believe I missed that. Whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, you can see this one pre-market crawling up nicely. So it first had that gap up on the news. This is at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. TOS doesn't start trading till 7 a.m. So let's scooch the pooch right up to here. This is where I started looking at it. I didn't do any trading after TOS pre-market opened. I was kind of just watching this ticker, really interesting. Sold off. I thought it was a little extended, but once we started seeing this ticker go, break a new high here at 28.81, and just keep an eye on the 5-minute down here. That's when this ticker really got interesting. I did a really small stab here, and then I should have really got aggressive here. This is where I should have, traded, made all my money. And you can see right away, like, why am I not trading some of the best setups? It's like, it's just so frustrating how bad I traded today, and how not aggressive I was today, which was really frustrating. Here I gave back quite a bit. This was a bit of a still front side move. I was hoping that it would just go right back to the front side. It didn't. I cut my losses here really quickly, and then it sold off, and I was thinking, okay, well, good 5-minute setup. You can see, I think it was like right here. Yeah, it was right here, and we were at the 9 EMA on the 5 minutes, so I started buying again. But this was kind of sketchy because I was buying a backside trend right now on the 1 minute, and when you're below the 9 EMA, which is this blue line on the 1 minute, but you're still finding support on the 5 minute, it's tough because the sell-offs can be quite aggressive. It's not my favorite setup, and that's why I quickly closed here on this bounce, and luckily I was basically able to get back to break even. But then again, look at this. I missed this whole 20% move to the upside again. I don't know why I did such bad trading today. It was really frustrating. I did a little bit of scalp trading here. Luckily, I was in the, I had the feeling that this ticker was done, so I was really quick to constantly take my profit, but this is just really messy trading that I usually don't do, and I don't know, I'm quite disappointed with myself today somehow. I just did not do good trading. Yeah, in regards to BBBY going forward, I'm done with it. I don't really see anything too good happening on this ticker at this point. Maybe it's going to find some sort of support at one point. I mean, there's clearly a lot of support around 25. Right now, we're slightly under that. Let's say we have a continued sell-off to around 23 or somewhere in this former VWAP zone of 22. I could see, let's say, this ticker eventually finding some support and then having a retest of 25 before, continuing its sell-off. That I would not be surprised on, but I would not be blindly long BBBY for sure at this point. And then we got HUSA, which is pretty much the same situation as a lot of these other energy stocks we've been seeing that are just flying. HUSA is a ticker we've traded several times in the past, not as much as I remember trading it. But look at this gap scanner here. We got IMPP, INDO, CEI. These are all energy tickers. We got FCEL as well. You guys can't even see it. If I close this, you can see a little bit more of the tickers I'm watching. But let's see, indices. So, like, energy tickers are on fire. The problem is with me personally, I mean, like, if we just go to IMPP, for example, multi-day run here. We've been day trading it. It's up almost 4,000%. We got INDO. This ticker up, not even from the lows, but just from this support zone. This ticker's up 1.7%, 1.7,000%. So it's a lot of these are really strong multi-day runners, which have been great for sizing into for maybe swing trades holding overnight. It's been the overall macro catalyst of the Russian invasion. So in terms of using these for swing trades would have been a lot better. But for me personally, day trading multi-day runners is like, it's also not my favorite. So maybe that's why I did so bad trading today, because I'm just like not stoked about what we're seeing. Usually though, I do really good trading on first day gappers like HUSA, but I think maybe the fact that it was just a pure oil and gas company, maybe that's why I did so bad trading on it, because I was like, oh, well, this is like a multi-day trend now already. I don't know. I don't want to be the last one trading it. I have no idea. I think I came in the trading day today with too many biases. I don't know. I'll have to really think about that more. But I think in net effect, that's pretty much what it is. It's a Monday. I don't know. I just wasn't ready for today, and I should have been. Anywho, this ticker on the daily, big nice move, big fast green day. Look at this, 10 million shares outstanding and 46 million market cap. So this is really what I'm usually looking for, and it's between $2 and $7 right now, which is like absolutely what I'm usually looking for. It's so nice. Doesn't even really look like there's much of a catalyst here at all. It's really just macro news on these tickers. Based on crude oil prices, which are just insane. Let's actually look at that really fast here on the daily. Look at BZ, which is the futures on Brent crude oil. This is insane. Today it hit a high of 137. So when we broke 100, that was big news. We broke 100 so fast that by the time the news was really being discussed, it was like already in the teens, like 115 and so. And then today just spikes to a high of 137. It was just absolutely insane. What would have been a good idea is honestly just put a little bit of maybe BZ on my secondary chart and kind of watch it and see if there was a correlation between HUSA, IMPP, INDO, CEI, FCEL, and so on and so forth. That probably would have been an okay day. But I don't trade very well on tickers that don't have news and are just moving because of macro. Like I'm a purely price action trader, and I usually don't care so much about news. But I don't know, that it didn't do so well for me today. And I think it's really more of like the fact that it's Monday, I'm back in my office after traveling, and I just wasn't really in the groove. I think that's really where the problem was today, but I don't know. I could subjectively analyze that all day if I really wanted to. So with HUSA, let's go back to the 5-minute chart, the big 5-minute chart. It's easier to see for you guys. This had such a nice move at like 4 a.m. Who's trading at 4 a.m.? That's the real question. Probably somebody across the world, but this ticker was not able to hold size. It was down like 46, almost 50% from its highs. Eventually, it found the support zone, some really nice consolidation here, and then it was ranging. And this is where I was looking for a nice red tick move, which happened, and I totally butchered it, which is insane. Oh, so frustrating that I butchered this one. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute so you guys can see how poorly I traded this. So originally I did trade it on the 1 minute pre-market in this chop area. I did a little bit of a range support trade right here. This was actually a pretty good trade. I did a little bit of a attempt for a reversal here or a continuation where it pulled back. I bought and I sold into the pot. These were actually pretty good trades. And then the buffoon I am sometimes, this was so bad. It popped up and I was expecting a sell-off first and then a pop-up. It didn't happen. It pulled up. It was pulling back like a micro pullback here, and I started sizing into this one, looking for that second green candle to VWAP. Instantly, it flushes down here 14%. The only thing I did right on this one, because I was not super sure, I was not super in the groove today, I just used tiny size. I was like long $1,000. So I was caught in a big sell-off. I lost like 10% on this trade, or not 10%, like 5% or so. I I was down like 10% at one point. So it was a big loser percentage-wise, but it was such a small position size that it almost didn't matter. But instantly I was on the red with HUSA, and I gave back, a good chunk of my pre-market profits, and that was really annoying. And I just sold the rest of the size here into this little pot. And now I'm kind of annoyed, like, that was stupid, and then it actually does the exact move I wanted. That was the exact move I preconditioned in my brain, and somehow I lost money on it, and I think that threw me off a little bit. I tried for this dip buy here for continuation. I actually lost money on this one for some reason again, and I think this just put me in a bad mindset where it's like, how, this ticker's doing exactly what I want it to do, just a little bit differently, or my execution's not great, and somehow I keep losing money on it. It was a little frustrating. Like, today could have been a massively easy green day, just how it could have been a massively easy red day. And somehow I'm just kind of walking away more or less as a scratch is what it feels like. But actually I did okay based on the position size like we talked about earlier. So yeah, in this area, look at this. I mean, I'm trading here with 100 shares. This is embarrassing. This is a perfect pullback. I don't trade any of this. Well, okay, with 50 shares. Embarrassing. 1 minute pullback, great. Good 5 minute setup, another 15% move. I'm long 400 shares, but ultimately I only get this much of the move, just a tiny bit. Here's a big sell-off. I actually ended up buying here because there was good 5 minute support, and it popped up right away, and I quickly closed for profits. And yeah, okay, now it's kind of fizzling out. Volume's a little bit lighter now. I'm not crazy about, let's, keep trading. I think at this point, okay, wow, I'm up, $200, which is pretty okay based on my average position size today, so maybe I should just call it. That's kind of how I feel. Definitely could have done a lot better, but sometimes it's nice to know I did horrible trading today and I'm still green. It has somewhat of good feel to it. At least I was able to share my trading with you guys, and hopefully you guys were able to take some lessons away from my trading today, and also my thoughts on the tickers and the best ways to trading. Clearly, front side for me is my go-to. I don't really like trading backside. So, for me, being more patient today, waiting for those front side moves, and once the tickers were on the front side, getting aggressive. There's nothing worse than being too conservative when there's a good front side move and you got to be jumping on it. When there's that good setup and you're just like, I'm going to wait for it to pull back another cent or two. Who cares? Get aggressive. That is the setup you've been waiting for all day. So you want to be patient, you want to be patient, you want to be patient, but when you see the move, you want to get aggressive. And I think that's where I made the mistake today. I was just too relaxed and kind of just watched everything happen, but never really jumped on anything. And it is what it is. We all have days like that. And at least I can start the week off green. I think sometimes it's good to be grateful and just think about it could have easily been a red day and I would have been probably pretty bummed out. So I guess, starting the week green, pretty happy about that. Let's hope there's going to be more continuation. Let's think about the momentum we're seeing right now, which is amazing. So let's hope there's going to be more and more momentum going forward. I think those are the things I need to put my mind into, not exactly how poorly I traded. Stay focused, stay positive, and hopefully we can get some more action tomorrow. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to drop a like on the way out. I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Consider subscribing if you're new. We'd love to have you part of the community, and like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.